Hi, welcome to the new video. I am Rohit, Desai, co-founder of JB Experts. In this video, we are going to discuss, is LC good for my business or not? Is it safe? Will I get my money back? Yes, of course you'll get your money back. So we'll discuss each and everything about it, and I'll tell you what's the process. Is your money safe? Or what are the possibilities that your LC can get rejected? Or what is that rules and regulations that you need to follow? And I'll also tell you how do the banks can play with your hidden charges. So I'll disclose each and everything. Stay tuned. Okay. So basically, when you're dealing with LC, letter of credit, so the first thing is the bank guarantee your payment. Doesn't matter what's the dispute you have with your importer or exporter, your payment is safe, and LC conditions, if the compliances are met, the documents, whatever is being mentioned on your LC copy, if that all the documents are being submitted, you will get your payment. Doesn't matter, do you have a good connections once your importer is okay with it or not okay with it, doesn't matter. Your money is safe. You're going to get the LC, your payment once you submit all the documents properly as mentioned on your LC. There is no second thought about it. And it's been governed by the international laws, UCP 600. That's a rule that the bank cannot bypass it. The bank has to honor the LC copies without any dispute. It provides the security for importer as well as exporter, because normally the importer is going to pay the money in advance payment. If the exporter doesn't supply the material, my money is gone. If an exporter sends out the goods and the importer doesn't pay him the money afterwards, that's going to be a risky for the exporters. So in both the situation, what is the mid ground? LC. So letter of credit is a mid ground where you don't need to have any trust factors. You trust your bank, you both each other trust your own bank, and then once you have the copies, until someone submits the proper LC documentations, is not going to get the payment. And the exporter thinks like, okay, if I submit all the documents in a proper manner, I'll get my money. There is no second thought about the importer stopping the payment. This is the most secured tool for both the parties. That's very important. And what is the process by HDFC? Normally this is with everyone, but still you can check with your own bank. I'm not favoring any bank here. HDFC is good, bad, ICICI is good or bad. It's all on your thought. But I'm just disclosing what the charges are, how the process is, and then you can take care of the other process with your own banks. So eligibility is check. So normally you can take LC as your credit card application. If your credit worthiness is good, if your CIBIL score is good, then you will easily get your credit report. Or for say, if your credit report is good, you'll get your eligibility you'll have a good eligibility for your LC or a credit card, right? So it works the same way. They'll check your eligibility. IEC is good. You have an export import code, KYC, all your documents are up to date. There is no pending KYC documents, and your credit limit is good. If you have not settled before, if you have not made any delay payments or something like that, if your credit limits are good and your business turnover is good, then obviously they will give you the approval. Normally, these are done automatically in few banks. You don't need to submit a separate applications for eligibility for LC. So that is whenever you ask for an export-import account, specifically for that, this comes automatically. But in some banks, you need to go and approach the bank separately and give them the application, and then they will do the valuation checks, all this credibility checks, and then they will set a limit for you. Okay, what if they give a limit of 50 lakhs and I want a 1 crore of LC? In that case, you need to use that 50 lakhs, and again 50 lakhs you need to give some collaterals. Only then they will increase the limit to 1 CR. So these are the possibilities that you need to check with the bank, and every bank works differently. It could be a private bank, it could be a government bank, any banks. Just look for that and then start working on it. Application submissions via Trade on Net is something like HDFC tool, or you go and visit the bank, or if you have any online tool of your particular bank, then please go and use it. So that's how it works. LC issues. Once LC is issued, send it to the exporter's bank via Shift code. That's normally your bank does it. You don't need to do anything. That's the reason why we are paying the bank the fee. Okay. Shipment documents, shipping and documents submitted by exporter. HDFC verifies the documents, and payment made to the exporter if the documents are compliant. This is the whole process. Once you send it, he has shipped it and documents are being submitted by the exporter, and HDFC Bank receives the documents. It checks all the documents as per LC draft. Once LC is been, all the documents are compliant, he will receive the money. You cannot stop it. Okay, is there any case of rejections? If I go to the bank and I ask for LC, will they reject? Yes, they will. If it's you have a poor CIBIL score, if you don't have a credit score, or you don't have a working capital, you don't have margins or collaterals, incomplete documentations, or even could be something like you are not compliant, or it could be sanctions on your company, or it could be a weak relationship with the bank. If you don't have any relation with the bank, the possibility is that, okay, you are a new bank customer and I have not seen any big transactions from your accounts. So in those cases, probabilities of they trusting you as a legit business is very minimal. You can't open a bank account today and ask for a 2 crores of LC tomorrow. That's going to be risky for them. So they will say that, okay, you do few transactions, then we'll see. So that could be the possibilities here. So think of it and then you can see it. Okay, if you're a new bank and you're receiving the LC, they don't have a problem with it, because if the money is coming, they are not in risk. When they are going to issue the LC, then there is a problem. So you need to sure that, okay, what is exactly that service you require. So, okay. Just give me a minute. Sorry, some technical glitch. So what to do if refused, right? If the bank says like, okay, you're not eligible, I can't give you the LC. Then you can go and improve your profile, but it doesn't happen immediately. But you can offer some collaterals. It could be property, it could be something else. You can make some FDs, or you can make the full payment, because anyhow you need to make the payment. So you can make the payment and give the collateral to it. So once that is done, try, if that's not okay, then try another bank or try NBFCs. So either one should work, or if not, then yeah, you can't go ahead with this, but you can pick up some other payment options, documentation against acceptance, or documentation against payment, or open accounts, or something like that. So request for 100% margins based on basic LC, right? So can you stop the payment after compliant document? No, you cannot. As I already said, the banks are the legit institutes. They have to honor if the LC is already issued. LC is independent of the sales contract. It has nothing to do with your agreements. If you have any discrepancies later, that is nothing to do with the bank. If the products are sent, you saw some pictures, it's not okay, you don't want the product. Now after issuing the LC, it's not their concern. They are just, as a bank, they are dealing with the documents. They're not dealing with the product, the quality, or the standards, or the negotiations what you have done after. This is all just going to be, bank must honor the payment if documents comply. Okay, if document doesn't comply, yeah, they are going to hold back the payment. But if documents comply, then they have to release the payment. There is nothing that they can hold back. Okay? Importer cannot legally stop the payment. If just in case, I let him send the product, then later I'll stop the LC. You can stop the payment, you can stop the other payment modes, but you cannot stop the LCs. LC will be done through the bank once the documents are properly managed. That's as simple. How to protect yourself? You need to use strict LC conditions. If you are issuing LC, you need to make sure you are using a third-party inspection. Make sure that you are getting the right product, right quantity at the right conditions. If that is being properly managed, put that into a LC contract, then it works. If not, then obviously whatever the documents, the basic documents he submits, the bank will release the payment. As simple as that. The bank cannot stop it. So you need to be smart enough to prepare a LC contract very strict and make it more stringent so that nothing can go wrong. That's very important. And if you are trying to squeeze some margins or squeeze some fees, trying to avoid some inspections so that you save some money, the whole container can go for a toss, or a whole transaction goes for a toss. So be careful on that. So if you are managing it, then do it properly. That's all the business is all about. So include extra shipments or packaging clause. If you want to add it, put it into an agreement. So LC draft itself, more than your sale agreement, LC is important. If you are saying, oh, I have written in my sales agreement, but I have forgot to mention it in my LC, no, that doesn't work. You need to, whatever you are mentioned in your sale agreement, more than your sale agreement, if you miss something there, that's still okay, because this is where the financial transaction is going to happen from the bank. So whenever you're going to pay the bank, please utilize the whole security for it. LC is not for a fancy word, it's a security. You need to use it as a tool. You need to make sure everything is made right, only then the other person is getting the payment. Or else it's going to be a very difficult job for you. You have just asked them the basic documents, they are going to send it, they're going to take off the money. As simple as that. But later, if there are products differences, quality differences, that issues, this issues, they are not bound to it. So please understand that. That's very important. So please mention each and every clause in detail, put that into a scrutiny, run it through the experts so that they can help you with. Okay? Okay, comes to the charges. Okay, what is HDFC is going to charge me? So these are the prices. These are all the other charges. Basically, so it can be different or it can be changed by the time you watch the video. So I'm just running through. Just watch this charging, like the main titles here. What are the charges for? Discrepancy charges, amendment charges, confirmation charges, handling charges, shift charges. So these are all the charges that they are going to charge you if you are an importer. Okay. So courier charges. So approximately how much is it? And then when it comes to hidden charges, this is where the bank is going to make a fool out of you, or they are going to charge you something extra. They don't disclose it first, and then they later come and drag out all the profits that you have earned. And later you get to think that, okay, did I do the business for myself or did I do it for HDFC? That's the possibilities. So you need to be very sure these are the mosquitoes, what do we call it? So they will just squeeze out all the blood from you. So if you have not gone through it and if you have just misread the whole charges, then there is going to be a difficulty for you. So please be very sure that what are the payments or what are the charges that are included here. And if this is not something viable, then either upgrade your account or either change your bank. That's the only two options. If you upgrade your account, maybe there are some charges they may waive off, or those charges may be not applicable for you. Or in worst case, it's better you pick another bank and check with them what are the LC charges. If those things both work, then yeah, good. If not, that's going to be very difficult. Especially everything else can be worked, but please make sure your forex margins are fixed properly, because banks are really going to make more money than anything else. For example, today's price is around 85.44, but when you check with the bank, when you are going to sell it, when the bank is going to buy from you, it's 83/63. But when you are going to buy from them, if you are issuing the LC, the dollar conversion they are going to do at 87.14. So difference is the bank money. So try every time, what you need to do is, this is the benchmark, try to get the negotiation as close to this price. That is the game. So if they are okay somewhere near to this, good, you have done a good negotiation. If you can get them a bit lower or other side, then yeah, it's really a good deal. Or if I can say you're a good negotiator. If that's not happening, then yeah, really your bank is not supporting and you need to pick some other bank. That's for sure. If they are going to ask me this price, no way possible we are going to deal with this. This is extremely bad. This is horrible. If I'm going to issue a LC and I'm going to pay a price for every dollar, it could be around, for example, $10,000 or $1,000, then this is the price I'm going to make. But if I'm receiving a LC as an exporter, I'm going to convert at this price. What, man? Am I working for myself or am I working for a bank? That's something that you need to get a clarification. So please make sure you do a proper hedging or a contract here so that you are freezing the price, or else you are dead. So that's very bad. So reimbursement bank fee, late delay payment interest. So if you're taking the leverage, you have a credit limit, so you're taking the credit limit, and later when you have to make the payment to the bank, you didn't pay it on time, then there is an interest for it. So they are going to charge the interest also. So what I suggest you is, do it all on time and make sure you understand each and every fee, so that, and moreover, if you are watching this video from tier 2 or tier 3 cities, please make sure your bankers or your managers or your whoever the banker is, they are not educated enough. They will be having some tie-ups in the metro cities. They will ask you to go and travel there, or they will connect to someone. There will be a hustle lot of. So manage it properly, because you need to educate them, and do not go But in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, it's like word is a value. Don't go by it. Don't buy the words, because everything should be on written. So if I have to tell you, you can find the fees, charges, everything. Just look into the chart, check each and every fare. Is it all okay for you? Then yeah, go ahead. If not, then change your bank or upgrade your bank account. That's the only way to do it. If someone says you something else apart from what is written on the websites or what I'm saying here, then please take everything in written, or else you'll be losing money. For $10,000, one of my student, if I say the business partner, the business owner, has lost somewhere around 40,000. So that's a big money when you do a agro trade and your margin itself is 50,000, and 40,000 of losing it for just a bank services, then it's really expensive. So you need to be sure what exactly you're paying for and how much you're going to pay for. And if you're mentally ready for it, yeah, go and take it. If you are not ready for it, then there is something trouble with the banking system and they are not transparent all the time. So don't trust anyone. What I say is, don't go by words, take everything in writing, and if that works, good, run it. Ask the full charge sheet. So whatever the charges they are going to use or you need to pay, please ask for the full LC charge sheet. So that's very important, so that you can pick which bank is good, and you can, along with that, you can attach your bank so that it works well. So confirm your markup fee or do a hedging or a forward contract. That works very well when you have a larger USD payments. And if you have mentioned all overseas charges are borne by the beneficiary, then if you are a beneficiary, for example, you are an exporter, you are exported, now you need to get the LC payment. Now you are going to bound all this fare. So don't consider it as going to be in rupees, like 1 or 2 rupees something. No, it's going to be in thousands. Or sometimes if it's a bigger transaction, it will be in lakhs. So please make sure this all foreign charges are going to be bared by the issuer, not by the beneficiary. So please make sure if you are going to issue it, if you are issuing the LC, then you need to make sure if you have already discussed this condition with your exporter. If you are importing this, you have to issue the LC, then please check with this. Or else what's going to simply happen here is you are cheating someone the way you don't want to be cheated. Why are you doing that? If it's a business, then it has to be done in the true sense. The ethics comes first. Don't treat someone the way you don't want to be treated. As simple as that. So if you are disclosing this, if you are discussing this and he's agreeing to it, then yeah, add it. If not, then please do not add it. So that's a thing. Okay. Avoid unnecessary amendments, unnecessary discrepancies, because bank will charge you for everything. Right, as said here, additions, subtractions, anything, the single word they do, they are going to charge you something. So please make sure these discrepancies or amendments are not needed. You have done a drafting properly so that no other terms need to be added, or if you need to discrepancy or if there is any changes, please get everything approved by the seller or the buyer before you go to the LC documentations. Okay. So in the final word, bank will pay you if the documents are compliant. So don't worry about your payments. LC is way secure than anything else. Bank if issues the LC, just make sure your bank is proper. The bank who is the issuing bank, please make sure you check the track record of that bank. It should not be some cooperative banks or a local bank which can later bankrupt. Okay. So LCs are not governed by contracts disputes. So it has nothing to do with your disputes. It is just going to deal with the documents. If the documents are right, you are receiving the payment. If the documents are not right, then you are not going to get it. Okay. Protect yourself via tight LC drafting. Make sure you try scrutinize it to the best possible so that the seller doesn't cheat you in any given point of time. If that is secured, then you're good to go. If not, then yeah, there is difficulty. So it's going to be trouble for you. Use trade consultants. If you are not sure about how to do it, you can contact us. You can contact on our official number, or you can email us your draft. We'll have a look towards it and we will advise whatever possible for free of cost. And if you need a paid services, then obviously this is the number you need to call. You can talk to the agents, tell them what are the services that we need. We can go from buyer finding, negotiations, banking services, legalities, compliances, logistics, end to end. whatever the services you think of in export business, we can take care of it. As simple in one liner, if I have to say, you manage till the manufacturing, packaging the product, then rest we will take care for it. We can exclusively work for as a dedicated export division for you to build your business. Okay, so this is the number. If you want to call, take the services from here and give us a call. Okay, catch you up in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye. Do not forget to like and subscribe.